All right, good morning and welcome back to the New York session. It is 8 a.m. now, and let's start off with a detailed wave count. As I was saying, we will be posting individual videos, but let's do it three at a time. And a humble request is that these sessions will now extend for at least 30 minutes, so kindly take some time out of your schedule to go through these sessions, and please do not forget to send in your valuable comments. It is always taken positively, and please remember, I am also learning. I'm not cleared phase 2 or the level 2 in the certification program. I'll be appearing very shortly though, so it is always a learning process for me as well. Many times it happens that wave counts differ, and it's important that we correct ourselves. I only could not justify or answer one comment which came in last week for the Euro USD where it was told about a WX YXZ probable, while I was thinking it has to be a contracting triangle or a running triangle, sorry. But it's always very interesting to keep the sessions interactive and keep it going with your valuable comments. All right, sir. So welcome again for all those who are tuning in for the first time, either live or offline mode, and we will be doing detailed counting each time we meet now. So it's going to be not like 10 minutes or 5 minutes but it's going to be a full-fledged 30-minute session. Another small announcement: the Telegram channel was important, and I found it was necessary because it was being done the other way around. To monetize it will be done 1st February. But if you're a regular on the YouTube videos or educational stuff, a lot of how-to videos are also being planned to upload in the YouTube section. I promise you will be very happy with the results or the outcome. All right. So let's get started off with the Euro daily chart. For now, we'll touch base with the different time frames in this session. Now, since we are going to discuss for at least 30 minutes, three charts each session. Let us take a bit more time to understand the wave counts and the sub waves as well. Wave 1, and then an ABC wave 2. If we break this down into 5 waves, that was an ABC wave 2, and again 3, 4, fifth wave extended itself, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Wave 3, a double zigzag, 535 and X 535. To simplify, I'd like to say A, B and C, the wave 4. Now here's what is we will have to be a bit more careful. See, I was honestly I was not knowing this rule way back when I started off, but they say that take a few more seconds We have discussed in some of the educational sessions, I remember, when it is an impulse, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? One of the properties or one of the guidelines is that wave 3, this is your wave 3. Let me highlight. This is your wave 3. Wave 3 is generally the largest, okay, and it cannot, at the same time, if it is not the largest, it cannot be the shortest one. All right. Now, if you count the pips of waves 1, 3, and proposed 5, which we were talking earlier on, this is your wave 1, wave 3, and wave 5. Wave 3 becomes the smallest. Now that is an over that is something which cannot be taken lightly. So we will have to change some waveforms. It will not be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 as we proposed earlier. It could be something else. So what I'm changing at this point in time, we're not very sure. What I'm doing here is, within the ending diagonal structure, since each wave is subdivided into 3 waves, it's an ending diagonal wave structure. Here is the first wave subdivision, A, B, C, wave 1, and again A, B, C, wave 2. I'm not writing the subdivisions, it will be too congested. And now let's adjust A, B, and C. Wave 3, I'm putting a question marks. I'm honestly not very sure if I'm doing the right thing right now, but correct me if I'm wrong. Or if you think there could be something else in the plotting, please do send in your comments or correct me. I'll be thankful to you. So if it is wave 1, wave 2, and that is wave 3, then we should rather witness the fourth wave, and as it is an ending diagonal, invariably wave 4 overlaps the territory of wave 1, unlikely an impulse. All right, if in an impulse this is never a case, but in the case of a diagonal, it is always the case. Wave 4 invariably overlaps the territory of wave 1, which begins almost from, let's say, 1940, could go through all the way towards the 1900 handle. All right, so looking into this wave count, we are finally coming up with wave 1, 2, 3, fine. Wave 4 is fine. Within the fifth wave, we are kind of just terminating into the third wave and moving lower towards the fourth wave at least. Now, if there is any change in the upcoming sessions, we will discuss, or send in your comments on this, and we will discuss. I'll get back to you on that as well. All right. Okay. Now the overall scenario. Let's presume that a new impulse wave has begun from 1.03. There are two probabilities here as well, but let's simplify and try and simplify. Let's say this is the first one. So I've just done the Fibonacci across the entire rally. If you can watch, the 61.8% is coming at 1.11. So overall, by the end of the fifth wave, maybe if this is fourth, and then we'll have a fifth one. If it is a truncated or an expanded, I don't know. Whatever the case is, for this year, I mean, or maybe the next few weeks or months, we should be somewhere, at least somewhere towards the 1.1 mark. But that's the daily chart for the euro. Okay, if we go down on the 4 hour chart, yes, we have got an evening star, a neat little evening star into place now. And if we do a simple trend line, let me get rid of everything done on the daily chart first. If we do a simple trend line now, please remember it's not a diagonal line, it's a trend line that I'm doing on the support side. And that 2 point if connected, if it's an ending diagonal wave touching upon waves 1 and 3, maybe wave 4 can pass across that boundary somewhere here, which brings us pretty close to the 1900 handle. Alright, and if you do the Fibonacci ratios, I think the 61.8% mark, there is no Fibonacci correlation as far as I know in an ending diagonal, but still, for the sake of a boundary that's being worked upon, sorry, the 61.8% falls at 1.1948 or 50 levels. Alright, so we are more or less, we are biased or inclined towards the short side for now, in spite of the fact that we got tipped off early morning today, but again got in at 2240. Alright, a very tight stop loss just above the high today, and the hourly chart suggests I would like to do some extensions on this boundary. Third wave extends to 1.2 levels. If we take the existing boundary as the primary one, and if I extend waves 1 to 3, the 38.2% also goes through the 1900 handle. See that? Oh, that's 1882. So very close to 1900. Alright. So as far as the Fibonacci number game is concerned, at least watch out for 1.2 and lower levels going forward. For the first time during the live session, we are witnessing euro breaking a support here. It's actually tested a support. Alright, so we are short from 40. I think the first boundary is now almost ready. By all means, but if we continue the story in a very simple manner, there could be a pullback coming in around the 2270 mark, and then a drop lower. Alright, so short-term traders can book profits in the Euro USD. Just a moment. And then you can look to sell again on rallies towards the 20 to 80 mark. 70-80 mark. And if you're a medium term kind of a trader, then you might want to just remain as it is. You might want to remain short, and you might want to add again on to your positions on rallies. All right, so that's a trading point of view strategy. All right, so we've done almost three different time frames for euro, and I hope this style will benefit all of us, including me. If I'm going wrong somewhere, it does happen. uh, do send in your comments if you feel like, right, and we need to discuss something over. Please do send your comments in. Okay, the dollar index chart now. Similarly, I mean, short-term traders can book profits in the dollar index as well. And then again look to buy on dips. I'm just typing a message. That's why. Okay, fine, I'm done. We want to make these sessions as live as possible. So what I'm going to do very soon is get a new device so that we can also have a chat. There is a chat facility provided by on the live session as well. So we'll be utilizing that. I think the wave 2 terminates here. I think the wave 1 and then A, B, C, wave 2. Expanded flat. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth wave extended. And again, see the extension here in fifth wave, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4 and wave 5. So this was the fifth wave extension, or an extended fifth wave, followed by let's change the degree, capital A, capital B and capital C. Wave 4. And again the same question now. Should I simply plot this? I've not counted points here. I'll do it a bit later when not very sure that the third wave is the largest among 1, 3 and 5 here. But I'm going to place wave 5 here with a question mark, whatever it is. I'll find out just after the session is done. If it's wave 5, then we are well poised. Okay, long-term traders, don't take this long calls from 90.50 out. Please remain into the trade and look to add positions on drops. If this wave count that we have done on the daily chart holds true, then 95.07 is where bulls are supposedly going to target. All right, so and the short term resistance or short term target is around 92.60. Any moment you're going to witness a rally, believe it or not. Okay, and as assumed, if it's the new downtrend, five down, then there should be a three wave rally, at least a three wave rally, which can take us all the way towards 98.60. Now this is minimum expectation, and the first stop would be somewhere around the 95.50 mark. All right, so that's on a daily chart. One more indicator that is very helpful is the MACDs and the oscillators, RSI, especially the RSI. And if you were there with me in the UK live, we were somewhere around the 28 mark. We're back about the 30 range now. Those who are very new for the RSI, nobody should be actually. I mean, sometimes I'm talking like a kid. But see, honestly, oscillators are very new for me. I mean, I've not been using them. It was due to one of my participants that I read about it, and uh, especially the divergence I find very interesting. Okay, the 30 band is good to buy, and the 70-75 band is good to sell. That's what it says. Right at the 30 band right now. And if you witness the Euro USD, it is not only drifted from the 70 band, but that is a bearish divergence as well. Okay, so good indicators, these oscillators. So dollar index on the short term view now, it has completed a small impulse, if you can witness here, and the first small resistance coming in at 90.83. I think it's going to take it out today, and then tomorrow it's going to drop, or it's rather expected to drop a bit lower, retrace among the 90-50s again. That's where the short-term traders should get in again. Okay, so please don't forget to buy again on dips. This is an excellent opportunity which is being provided by the euro in the short side and the dollar index on the long side. Then don't forget to and then extend it. Let's do an extension of the workable boundary 91.75 at least. Two waves of 161.8% extension. Okay, it's almost done now, 90.80. So the first wave is coming to an end, and I like watching different time frames. A 15 minutes chart. If the counts are correct, there was a very shallow wave 2, and then we've got 3, 4, just about the fifth wave. Normally fifth waves are accompanied by divergences. Let's see if they are right now. Fifth wave at any degree, they are normally accompanied by divergences. Here the fifth wave degree here is degree is normally the time frame. It's just a different name. 15 minutes chart, wave 5 projected right now, and look at that divergence, bearish divergence seen here. So just a message has been sent out on the Telegram channel to take short-term profits in euros and dollar indices. If you are falling into that category, you can take short-term profits. After a long time, we've been booking some on the green side. Okay, we've got an excellent run, November and December, almost 1500 plus. We are now 975, almost 1000 points, close to 1000 pips. Not a bad thing for 2 months down the line. We're just 2 months old on the Telegram. That does not mean that we're not determined to increase the pip counts month on month. It's that we've been waiting badly for a trend reversal, and that's what we are getting right now. So each small sub wave will also be taken now. All right, so let's move on to the metal now. I have been taking such sessions past 2 years, 30 40 minutes. Initially, I was told that it should be very short and precise, and that's why I could not justify myself why we are doing something. But whatever the case, a 30 40 minute session does do a lot of good for me personally, and those who are viewing. It's quite justified why it's being done. All right, we need to touch base on the weekly chart one more time, please. I'll quickly run you through the uh, major waves. We'll discuss the detailed part a bit later. This is what the triangle setup is looking like since 2015. Initially, we were all betting for gold. I mean, before starting this channel and starting on my own, it was all we were all betting, including me, that uh, it was like an ABC. That's the first wave, and then an ABC wave 2, and then again one more ABC, which would be labeled as W, X, and Y. We were all betting, I will be very honest, above the 1400 handle at one point in time, somewhere here, September, October 2017. But with a drop down, and again the drop has been three waves. So should we label this as D? Except for the straight rally. I mean, this could be an impulse. We don't know yet. I mean, that could be, yes, of course. So let's keep the other option open. Either it's going to be a wave E termination within the triangle. Now, if it is a wave E termination point within the triangle, then it should drop lower. The first soft target could be 1236 all the way, and beyond that it's going to go below 1047. It sounds crazy actually. Should be going now or later, but if this is wave E, and still we don't have a great reason not to believe why it cannot be wave E, because it's well below the trend line resistance, or the triangle resistance line. Please remember, we are on a weekly chart. Only it could be that wave E has gone very fast. On the daily chart, it looks like a small curve, wave A, and then an expanded flat wave B and wave C. This is what I'm talking about. Wave A, wave B, and this could be wave C. That's why we're labeling this as the E wave. If this E wave is seriously terminating right now, then watch out for the first soft target to be taken out at 1236. That is about 100 points low from here. All right, so we are short in gold and short in the Euro USD, in the long in the dollar index. Short-term profits were taken right now, but we need to again go and sell the euros and buy the dollar index. Gold, we have short from quite a few price actually. 13 I think 1319 we started, 1319, and then 1326, and another fresh one was at 1330, 38, 39. Resistance remains strong at 1357. Until prices don't break that, I should be looking low from here. All right, sir. So precisely these three will be regular charts that we'll analyze, and then I sincerely intend to add up indices. Actually, Dow Jones is looking very good. Dow Jones FTSE, we might put one session for indices. We are doing two quality sessions a day. We want to keep that going and doing consistently, and add up one more a 30-minute session. That brings us to three sessions a day, and very soon I'm planning to add one more session for the local segment, India, Nifty and stocks and currencies, one dedicated session. But for that, there it requires some registration work to be done, which I'm now contemplating very seriously. That will be declared very soon. All right, sir. So let's bring this session to a pause now, and I hope the new format will be taken positively and will be enjoyed by all of us, including me, because this gives me a lot of satisfaction. Uh, Being here for at least 30-40 minutes. We don't want to extend these sessions above 60 minutes. I mean, brain doesn't stay on that one point more than 45 minutes. And that's why the meditations are also for ideally 45 minutes. Okay, so I'll be back again tomorrow, UK times, 2:30 AM Eastern. Until then, if you have not yet subscribed, you might want to do so. And if you're liking the new format, you can send in your valuable piece of comments. They are really taken very seriously, and I love replying and discussing further in a way which is not hurting anybody. All right, sir. So until the next session, good luck to your trades, brothers and sisters. Thank you for your time again online or watching offline if you are. And take care and God bless. Goodbye.